Hi, Brad Martin-Turner here from BMT. I have our brand new Adeline bass here today. I'm going to talk you through a few of the specifications and features of this particular bass. Then I'll give you a demo of it and a few different playing styles and show you how it sounds. The Adeline bass really started about a year ago with me really having the passion and idea to come up with a bass that was totally our own shape and design and featured a lot of things that we don't think any other bass offers. As a standard bass, you might notice this is a 1-inch fan fret multiscale bass. What that means is that we've got a 34-inch scale on the bottom to a 35-inch scale on the top. So the 1-inch difference has a sort of, I really call it a minor fan. It's really just a slight fan. So it's, without being really difficult to play and having to really obviously correct for it, you do get that advantage of a multiscale bass, particularly for guys who are a bit fearful or have some concerns about moving to multiscale as to its playability. This bass pretty much plays like a standard bass, but does have that advantage of having both the 35-inch scale on the top on the B string to a 34-inch scale on the bottom on the G. It does actually make it a bit more playable in my opinion. Having not played a fan fret instrument properly before this bass, I feel that obviously when you're playing the bass, it's angled up. The frets feel quite natural to play. It doesn't feel like you're having to adjust for this huge difference in scaling. Going with the theme of this bass being different to everything else, we've come up with these super slim block inlays which offset to the top, which look quite cool, especially for a fan fret bass. It just adds that little extra touch without making it confusing with the fan frets. On top of that, this is our first bass with a bolt-on neck, which features a 5-piece neck. This one here is 3-piece maple and 2-piece Purpleheart. See just there, it's quite a nice combination. We're also going to be offering Wengy and Purpleheart as well as Wengy and maple as our main 3 options of 5-piece neck on this bass. You'll see, just like all our models, this bass is also 6-bolt with the bolt holes being fanned, same as the frets on the front of the board. Moving back to the fretboard, we've used beautiful bird's eye maple on this bass. We're also going to be offering Wengy, African Ebony, Zirconi, Power Ferro, and a couple other sort of exotic options just to give this bass that extra touch. Moving up to the headstock, Adeline series will be coming with an optional bone or wood nut. The bone we use is real bone, it's not synthetic like a lot of companies use. For the tuners, we've used Gotoh 707 shape tuners, which are just a slightly different shape to what you'll typically see on probably 99% of other instruments. We just wanted to give it, the Adeline, something that was just again slightly different to what you'll see on a lot of other basses. Moving down to the body, our Adeline series is going to be coming standard with EMG soapbar pickups. On this particular bass, we've used EMG CSX pickups with a 3-band EMG BQC preamp. This preamp is 18 volt, so it's really nice and clean. It's very easy to get a huge range of tones through this preamp. But these CSX pickups do particularly shine for low end and super high end, for being really articulate but being really boomy and solid as well. For the finish, we've gone with our black tiger ash finish. This is a natural finish which has been stained in black and then quite painstakingly sanded back out just to reveal the beautiful natural ash grain. Going to the back, we've also used matching cover plate on this bass as well, which has that matched finish. We've used this scoop neck at the bottom of the board just there, which just gives it that little bit of extra leeway to slap with. One of the things we've put a lot of time and effort into when designing this bass is making sure that the design complements the playability and makes it easy for the player. You'll see this, we've actually pushed the neck back slightly and increased this horn concave here just a little bit, so that when you come up you can actually easily access the top fret on the top string without stretching or contorting your hand at all, which means that you get a full range of access across your board without having to push your hand into any uncomfortable movements. All in all, this bass is really quite pleasurable to play. It's the sort of bass you wouldn't think about when you're playing, which is definitely a good thing. You can concentrate on your playing, it's comfortable, to be honest it feels like an extension of your body. I'm going to show you how this bass sounds now through a few different playing styles.